Hello and welcome to day 22 of Vlogmas. I have been into town this morning. Tom and I went up to a little local farm shop and cafe. We needed to pick up a few little bits for Christmas presents, and then we ended up having breakfast up there because we weren't planning on it. We were planning on just getting tea and coffee, and then they gave us the menus and the breakfast looked really good and we hadn't actually had breakfast properly. So yeah, we ended up having breakfast, which was very nice. Then he came back and got on with some work. He's working from home today. And I went into town quickly to pick up the last few Christmas present bits and pieces that I needed to do. I am now home. It is about, what time is it? 2:15. So I've got about, I don't know, half an hour, something like that, before I need to start thinking about going and getting the boys. Is this going to be too noisy to do while I'm talking to you? Yeah, probably. I am just trying to catch up with caking up all of the Advent minis. Mostly, I want to get all the Advent minis from Laura at the Lonely Knitter caked up. You can see I've been writing the numbers on the yarn bands. And I also want to get the rest of the Craft House Magic ones caked up because they're the two projects that I'm working on. And then I'll see what else I have time for. We leave tomorrow afternoon to make our way down to Cornwall, where we're spending Christmas with, we're with my family. Well, we're staying with my family the whole time, but we'll see Tom's family as well while we're down there because they're only 15 minutes apart. So that's always good. But I'm just checking my Christmas list. I have a list. I went to Long Park and I got those bits and pieces. I got Arthur's hoodie. I got something for Tom that I needed to get. I have still got lots of other things I need to do. Laundry, I've got to get a laundry on the later this afternoon once the kids are back from school, because Jasper had his school party today. So his class Christmas party, so he had to wear his Christmas jumper again, which is really annoying because obviously I want him to wear it over Christmas. So I need to wash it before we go away tomorrow. Winding Advent minis is on my list. I am doing that at the moment. I need to skein the January colour of the month. I need to get photographs, and I also want to cake up one of the 50-gram skeins that I dyed. I am not planning on doing big swatches this year of all of the colour of the month because I just don't have time. What I had intended to do was to chuck a 20-gram mini in when I dyed the colour, and then of course I completely forgot, so that I can do just a little crochet square and a little, I'm going to do little knitted squares as well, so that I still can do a little swatch, but it's a lot smaller. But I forgot, so I'm going to have to steal one of the 50-gram skeins in order to do that. But it's not the end of the world. I will try and remember next month. But yeah, I need to get that skeined up shortly. And then it's just packing and all those last-minute bits and pieces. Yeah, I've got my... Oh, Tom's appearing down the stairs. He's not appearing down the stairs. I've got my Soundwaves cowl, which I haven't made masses of progress with since I last showed you. I have just started colour number 5. I don't know if you can see, it's quite a subtle difference between 4 and 5, especially if the camera's not going to focus. No, quite a subtle difference. It'll be more obvious once I get further. So I'm going to take that with me. I have also been working on my Just Feel Festive wrap. See if I can show you this, if I can get it out the bag without all the other minis that I've shoved in on top falling out. I am on colour number 7, I think, of this one. Yeah, there we go. I'm really enjoying this now. I've really got into it and I'm really enjoying how it's coming out. So there we go. I am on colour number 7 of that one. And what I'm doing, in addition to this, is I'm using all the last little kind of scraps to make tassels. So this tassel is made up of all of the scraps from days 1 to 6. And then I'm going to do that with each set of 6 so that I end up with 4 tassels, which I will then attach to the 4 corners of the wrap, because I thought that would be fun. But how pretty is that tassel? I'm so pleased with that. So yeah, I'm just wrapping them to make the tassel. I'm just wrapping it round the edge of this little book. every time I get to the end of a colour or have kind of scraps or anything left over from the colours, I'm not doing a very good job of showing that, am I? I'm wrapping it round the edge of this book, and then I use this to make the tassel. So there we go, that's those. I have also made a little bit of progress with my Advent gnome. I will show you that a little bit later on. I've dropped the yarn. There we go. Not got a lot of this one left. I'll show you that a little bit later on. I knit another hat last night. I'm not quite up to date with the clues, I don't think. But we're making slow Advent progress. So yeah, tomorrow we are leaving. The kids have a half day at school, so they finish at 12 o'clock tomorrow. And then we're going to aim to leave about 1, I think. Something like that. So yeah, it's kind of action stations to get all of the last bits and pieces done. Next door's parents are staying here over Christmas, just to give them all a little bit of extra room, seeing as our house is going to be empty. So I always quite like it as well, because it means there's actually somebody in the house, so it isn't left empty over Christmas, which is always quite nice. But that does mean that I need to have a clean and tidy and sort the bedding out and all of that kind of stuff so that it's ready for them when they arrive. So yeah, chaos. Last few days of chaos. I'm still in this same position. You're going to see a lot of me in this position today. I'm hiding from the children who are home from school and who are overexcited because tomorrow is the last day and it's nearly Christmas and they can't quite contain themselves. So we have sat them down in front of Muppets Christmas Carol to hopefully get a little bit of peace and quiet. But I wanted to show you the January colour of the month because I have finally skeined it up. So here it is. I am so pleased with it. I will, I'll show you in a second in the light box. I need to take some photographs anyway, so I'll show you in the light box because you'll get a slightly better colour representation because it's getting washed out a little bit because I've got overhead lights on and yeah, lighting is never good at this time of year. But yeah, there we go. And that's it paired with the light grey mini. If my camera will focus. There we go. I'm really, really pleased with it. And then I've got obviously the 70-gram sock sets as well. I dyed up some 50-gram skeins in the same pan so that I had a little bit of both. So there we go. So January. I will pop the picture on the screen again so you can see the original picture. And these are all the skeins. As with hand-dyed yarn of any kind, you'll notice differences between the skeins can come across sometimes. This one's got some slightly darker spat patches of the black and grey, but they're the same colourway, just slightly different variations on it because of the nature of hand-dyed yarn. Yeah, so that is the colour of the month. What else was I going to share with you? I have skeined up all of my minis up to kind of as far as I can get today. I can't decide whether I'm gonna take them with me and open them while we're away or whether I'm just gonna open them all tomorrow morning. And then at least I can get the kind of Soundwaves cowl one, so the Craft House Magic one and the Lonely Knitter one caked up to take with me. I haven't decided yet. I will see what I do. But I've shared some video, hopefully I will already have done that, of the other ones kind of so far. I haven't shared the two that I'm working with project-wise because you'll get to see the projects throughout the year as I'm working on them, hopefully. I'm kind of hoping that I'll get the Just Feel Festive wrap a significant dent in that over Christmas because it's quite quick to work up. The other thing I need to do is go back over the comments on the day we talked about Christmas Eve cast-ons and work out which Christmas Eve cast-on I'm doing, because I need to get that caked up to take with me as well, and I need to sort out needles. I haven't worked out a pattern yet either, but I want to sort out needles and yarn and make sure I've at least got those with me so that I can cast on once I've worked out a pattern. So I've just gone through the comments on the Christmas Eve cast-on video as of today, and I have tallied up all of the votes. I think I've got all the yarns that were suggested. So I'm going to go through in reverse order. So in last place with 3 votes was Christmas Eve Magic, which is a shame because it's really, really pretty and it was going to make gorgeous socks, but that's fine. I can cast it on another time. I can't remember how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 5th place with 4 votes is the Regia yarn. So not that one. In 4th place with, kind of work them all out now. I should have written these in order, shouldn't I? With 7 votes is the All Is Calm colourway. Then in 3rd place with 9 votes is the Frosty Morning self-striping from Dragon Hill Studios. In 2nd place was Pine Needles, with Pine Needles and Tinsel even from Knit Me Sane, with 13 votes. And then the winner and my Christmas Eve cast on for 2022 is the London House yarns in the Merry and Bright colourway, self-striping, with 20 votes. So that one definitely came out well ahead. So hopefully I will get this caked up. I haven't decided on a pattern yet, but I'm leaning towards something like the cold brew socks, or something that works well with self-striping, something with a bit of a cable maybe. I'm not sure. I'm going to have a little browse on Ravelry and find out. You'll find out what pattern I chose on the first podcast of 2023.
It's time for Fact of the Day. The fact is, did you know there is an island called Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean?